Okay, let's try to discuss this current problem statement. Let me write it down. What does problem statement says and what you have to do in order to make it work. Let's say you're given a number, or let's say you're given an array. An array contains 1, 3, 7, 10, 9, 2, 6, 5, 8. Can you tell me which number is missing in this array? Guys, can you please write down over the chat which number is missing in this array? 4, right? So the output of current problem statement is 4. Now, let's take another array. 1, 5, 7, 4, 3, 2, 10, 9, 6. Which number is missing in this case? 8. So what will be the size of an array? If I can say numbers are between 1 to 10, if I say numbers are between 1 to 10, and you have to identify the missing number. You have to identify the missing number. Guys, can you please guess the size of an array? Cool. Can I say that size of an array will be fixed to 9? Simple observation. Because out of 10 number, one number is missing, right? So for sure size of an array would be 10. And what's the missing number? You have to identify. Are you clear with the problem statement? Everyone? Try to think of a solution. Once you get the solution, just raise hand. We will have the discussion around it. I hope it's clear. I'll give you 3 minutes of time to think about the solution. Okay. Yes, Jyoti.
So the way I'm thinking is,
Hmm.
we iterate through the array. First of all, this is what I'm thinking. We'll sort it and iterate from 1 to 10
Hmm.
because we know the size of the array is 10.
Hmm. Size of an array
We'll
is
take,
10.
right? That is a known, right? That is a,
Size of an
usually we
array
know
is
that.
10. Again, I'm asking.
Yeah. Yeah, 10.
Are you sure? Please look into the
No,
example
no,
and let.
this is a 9. See, what we are expecting is the size of the array 10. Here we have
Why I'm expecting
9.
size of an array to be 10?
So when you say missing number, right? How do
Hmm.
we define the missing number? Means what on what basis we say that the number is missing? Oh, I'm thinking, right?
If it's not
The
present
way
in
I'm
the array,
present in the array means you need to have something comparison, correct? Okay, so the way I can think about is we get the
hmm.
size of the array and then we sort the array
Hmm.
and then we take the first element
Hmm.
and then add the +1, and if you have that once you add the +1, if you get the second element, that means that element is already exist. If you don't get that element, we say that that element is missing.
Correct. So let's just talk about what our approach is. Just look into
Mm,
that. If I will sort it, it
mm,
will look like
mm,
1, 2, 3,
mm,
5,
mm,
6, 7,
mm,
8, 9, 10. What is it?
mm.
How you will start with?
So what I'm saying is I will start with the a of 0.
Hmm.
So a of 0 plus 1 should be equal to a of 1
A of 0.
plus
Hmm.
1
Hmm.
is equal to a of 1.
Hmm.
If that is equal, that means we have we have it, so that there is not missing. But if it is not equal, then
Hmm.
the a of 0 plus 1 is missing. That is a missing number.
If it's not equal, then A of 0 plus 1 is
One missing number.
okay.
Okay, so
I'll give you the.
in this example, let's take 1 plus.
Okay, I got your solution.
Mm,
Just give me a minute.
sure.
Okay. Can I say that this will hold true? If you compare A of 0 with A
Yeah,
of 1, it will
that's true.
also holds true
Right,
over here, over
right,
here,
right,
true. But
right.
at the end, 1 is missing, right?
That's
Then what you will do? Every time it holds true, right? Whatever the condition you have mentioned.
mm.
Then how you will
Every
identify
time.
that 1 is missing?
No, but see, it's here
Hmm.
in this example, see, first number is missing. Okay.
Correct.
But if it's anything that is a middle number, then the logic identifier will work. Uh,
Hmm.
in this case, what we have to do is we need to check the border checks. So if the first element should be 1, last element should be 10. If they are not, then those are the elements. So we need to do the whatever the check given, plus also
Hmm.
the border elements that we need to validate if they are present or not. If they are not present,
Makes
that
sense.
means they are the
Makes
missing.
sense, Jyoti. Yeah, correct. So you can code this particular solution. I'll simplify it for others.
Mm,
Okay, thanks, Jyoti.
sure.
Okay, guys, just look into the solution. What she's trying to propose. Let's say if I will sort the array, if I will sort the array, mm, if I will write down the indexes, let me write down the indexes. We'll build up. There are multiple logics to solve this particular problem statement, so you should not worry about it. Guys, is it clear? I have sorted the array. And after sorting the array, these are the indexes and the elements corresponded to it. Is this part clear to everyone? If one has to be present, can I say that it will always be present in the zeroth index in the sorted array? Because it is the first element should be in the zeroth index. Does it make sense? If 2 has to be present in the array, it has to be in the first index. 3 has to be in the second index, correct? And can I say that there is my first mismatch? Ideally, 4 should be present in the third index, because if I will sort the entire element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, ideally, this should be the case, right? Can I say that we found our first mismatch? Guys, are you able to get this point or not? That there is first mismatch in the indexes. How many of you are able to get this? Please let me know over the chat. Anjali got it. Madhusudan, Divya 3. What about you, Biswa? Clear? Sure. Everyone is able to understand this particular solution. Okay, that's great. Now, I don't want to sort and I still wanted to make it work. So we'll start with the brute force and then we'll code up the optimized solution. I don't want to sort, but I wanted to make it work. Can you come up with another solution for this? Okay. Yes, correct, Madhusudan. Madhusudan has one very nice solution. Acha, tell me, if I will try to find the sum of first and natural number, can you tell me what it is? I need to find the sum of first and natural number. What is the sum of first and natural number? Anyone? Can you just Google the formula if you don't know? If you need to find the sum of first and natural number. Okay. So the formula is n into n plus 1 by 2, correct? If I will apply that formula, n here is 10, 10 into 11 by 2, can I say that it is going to give me 55? Do you agree with this? Now, can you tell me what is the sum of this array? Guys, what is the sum of this array? 45. It's 51, right? Correct? It's 51. So total sum minus sum of an array, can I say that it is gonna give you the missing number, which is nothing but 4? It will also holds true in the second example. Do you agree with this? Okay, guys, the first thing while solving the problem statement is you have to make sure to understand the problem statement correctly. If I said that size of an array is 9, sorry, it's my fault, and one number is missing, so we'll be thinking about the logic when size of an array is 9 and one number is missing. If it's mentioned in the problem statement that size of an array can be anything, there can be more than one number missing, then we will try to think about in that particular case, right? So always restrict yourself what is being asked. Of course, that will come in the later in the course. Acha guys, there is something called brute force. What is the brute force solution over here? What is the brute force solution over here? We'll start with the brute force and we'll also quote all the possible solution which we have discussed so far. Can I say that a simple brute force solution would be search and check whether one is present or not? So in this array, is one present? Guys, in the first array, is value one present or not? Present? Everyone agreeing with me that value one is present? Can I say that if one is present, I should check for two? Is two present in this array? Is three present in this array? Is four present in this array? No. If four is not present, can I say that four is the missing number? Pradeep, in the problem statement, it's clearly mentioned that there will only be one missing number. Okay, so I just want everyone to write down the logic to find first to check whether one is present in this array or not. I just don't want you to write any complex logic. I just want you to write down the logic to check whether one is present or not. Write down inside a function. That's it. That's what I'm expecting. Of course, we will quote all the possible solution which we have discussed. We'll start with this one. Guys, the only way you can improve in the data success and algorithm is while coding. And please don't be hesitant to write down the code. What is the best way to practice data success and algorithm is to write down the code in pen and paper. The way you used to solve the mathematics problem statement, we always use pen and paper to do that, right? Guys, done with the code? Please confirm with the chat box. Let me have a new share. Guys, are you able to view the screen? We're talking about the missing number. I'll arrange it, I'll push it to the GitHub, and whatever you're having a discussion, we'll make the notes and I'll share it with you. Okay. Guys, is my screen visible to everyone? So let's take an array 1, 3, 7, 6, 10, 9, 8, 5, 2. Correct. Now, what I wanted to do, I wanted to check in this array whether 1 is present or not. Let's have a Boolean flag. So in order to check whether 1 is present or not, can I say that I have to iterate into the array? Does it make sense to everyone? In order to check whether particular value is present into the array or not, let's call it as key. So I have to iterate. If key is equal to array of I, can I say that I should return true? Else I should return false. I hope I'm clear with this. Yes. Now, if it's not true, can I say that the flag is holding false? Can I say that this is the missing number and I should print it out, which is nothing but 1? Do you agree with me so far? Now, can I say that I can call this check function again with the value 2? I can call this check function again with the value 3, 4, and so on. Can I say that this piece of code is repeating multiple times? Right? If some piece of code is repeated multiple times, what should I do with that? I should keep it in loop, right? So can you tell me what will be the starting value of this loop? Let's call it as I. So what will be the starting value of this loop? 1, because I'm first checking for 1, right? And I should go up to which value? 10 and I plus plus, right? So this entire piece of code should be inside a loop. Let me remove this. And can I say that instead of 1, I should pass I, right? And it should work. Can you see that we got an output 2, 4 over the screen? I'll increase the font size later, but are you able to view it up? So I got the output as 4. So can I say that this solution is working? Shall we move to the second solution? Correct. So let's not go much into the complexity. Okay. Let me have a class missing number 2. So I think array declaration would be same. Harinder, I will definitely refactor the code later. As of now, let's make it. Let's solve it, right? Okay. Now, mm, what I wanted in the solution, I wanted to find the sum of first 10 natural number. And can anybody tell me the code for this? I just need a volunteer. For this particular approach. No one. Guys, are you getting the point? At some point, you have to explain the code to the interviewer. Yes, correct. I just want that just raise hand. I'll allow you to unmute and then we can have the discussion. Yes, Pallavi.
So, sir, first of all, we will write for loop. We'll
Mm-hmm.
start it from 1
Mm-hmm.
to 10.
Correct. Then what next?
Then inside that, we will write one function, check
Mm-hmm.
number. We'll assign it to Boolean variable.
No, I'm saying that I just need to find the sum of first and number. So you're talking about this particular solution, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So that has been discussed. I'm talking about how to find the sum of first and natural number.
So we will write one formula. We
Mm-hmm.
will assign one formula to a number
Can
n
you please
into
tell me
n
the?
plus 1
Mm-hmm. You're
by
saying that
2,
n into
n plus 1 by 2.
mm-hmm. by 2. Correct. I should assign it to the.
um, one variable.
Can you tell me the name?
Int formula.
Okay.
Int sum, yeah, sum of number.
Okay. Cool. Let's go within some. We'll look into the variable naming convention later. So what is n over here? You
N
haven't
will be
defined it.
10.
N will be
N
10.
will be, yeah.
Correct. Now I have the sum of first and natural number. Now I need the sum of elements of an array. How can I do that?
Sum of, yeah. So
Hmm.
here we are having length is 9. So
Hmm.
uh, length plus 1 will be n.
Correct. That's the best way to define n instead of hard coding. You can call ar dot length plus one.
Yeah.
Correct.
So now I think though there is no need to write for loop. We can do it without for loop also.
Sum of elements of an array.
Yeah.
How?
So n will be so n will be 10 here,
Hmm.
and by writing for by writing that formula,
Hmm.
by implementing that formula here, we will get total as
55. Correct.
55.
Correct.
Yeah.
See, this is the sum of first 10 natural number, right? 1 to 10.
Yeah.
What I'm expecting from you now, can you tell me how to find the sum of elements of an array? I need this sum.
Okay.
Hmm.
So we will write for loop.
For loop, it will go from
Yeah. 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
Yeah.
If you find, so can you tell me index starts from what in an array?
0.
0. So I will also go from 0 to ar dot
Length.
length, right?
Yeah.
I hope I'm clear with this.
Yes.
Okay, now what should I do next?
Uh, we have to find n. So we will take that n as the area of length.
No, what I'm
Plus 1.
saying is
Ah,
just leave this piece of code now. I'm just saying just this is an array. Tell me how
yeah.
to find the sum of all the elements of an array.
So total, we will find we will get one element after one element, and we will add it to a sum. That
Correct.
is one.
Correct. So can you tell me
So
the code for this?
sum, we will initialize sum equal to 0,
Mm-hmm.
and then inside for loop sum equal to
Hmm.
sum plus
Array of I.
array
Correct.
of, yeah.
Correct. So now can I say that the missing number is total minus sum?
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, if you wanted to look into that why it's working, sum of a number would be something like this, right? I'm adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is total is holding and sum is holding these elements. Now once you subtract, can I say that 1 and 1 will cancel out each other, right? Because there is a subtract sign. So 1 and 1 will cancel out, 3 and 3 will cancel out, 7 and 7 cancel out, 6 and 6 will cancel out, 10 and 10 will cancel out, 9 and 9 will cancel out. Same goes with 8, same goes with 5, same goes with, sorry, I have missed 4 as well. Sorry, yeah. So 2 and 2 cancel out. You're left with the only value, which is 4. I think I'm clear that why this particular solution is working. Everyone, are you clear with this? The second approach. Please respond over the chat if you're clear with this. Pradeep, no. Pradeep, can you please raise hand? That's true, Jyoti, we can. sometimes it's all about the code readability. Yes, Pradeep, can you please unmute yourself?
Sir, I didn't get that. Why
Mhm.
we are doing total formula? I did not get it, sir.
So, in order to simplify, let's look into that. If there are only 5 elements, if there are 5 elements, and one of that element is missing, can you tell me which element is missing? Pradeep, please don't mute yourself.
Okay.
Hmm? Which
Sir, five is
five
five.
is missing? If I will take this example, 1, 4, 3, 2, sorry, 1, 4, 5, and 2, which is missing?
Three.
3 is missing. So can I say that if I will find the sum of first 5 natural number and subtract with the sum of an array, subtract it with the sum of an array, can I say that I'll get the missing number?
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So instead of 5, we have 10 elements. Sorry, yeah. That means out of 10 elements, 1 element is missing.
Yeah.
So we written the code for that. Clear?
Okay.
Sure, it's clear.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay, thanks, Pradeep. Okay. Guys, shall we move to the third solution as well? So before moving it forward, do you get it how we are learning this particular course? Guys, quick yes, no. Do you get an idea how we are learning? We discuss multiple solution. We start with the brute force, and one by one, we used to code up the all the possible solutions, right? So as of now, it's in beginning. It's in beginning. I think I should use this time instead of giving you the solution with a little prep talk. And this would be very, very helpful if you follow this from the scratch and from the day one. So let's say for the missing number, we discuss 3 solutions. First solution, second solution, third solution. There can be more solutions possible. I'm not going into that. But what I'm saying is we start with the brute force and then we looked into the multiple approaches. At some point, we will also look into the optimized solution once we learn about time and space complexity. Cool. And I can also help you understand what is an optimized solution, what is a brute force solution, all that stuff. Now, always during the session, make sure that you're having pen and paper. Sometimes just staring into the problem statement won't give you the solution. If you'll write down in pen and paper, definitely it will work. Do you remember, let's say in class 8th or 10th, we used to get some a complex trigonometric problem, let's say sine theta, sine square theta minus 1 upon cos square theta, and you have to prove it whether it's equal to 1 or not. And something more complex than this. I'm just giving you with an very simple examples. It will something will have in the division and so on. So by staring into the problem statement, I cannot get the solution. But slowly, one by one, I'll replace the property, and at the end, I can evaluate or I can prove whether LH is equal to RHS, right? So same thing in the coding, whatever you're able to understand, whatever you're able to what you can say, realize, just write down in the pen and paper. So slowly, your thought process will build up. As of now, you're doing in the pen and paper. Trust me, there would be a point you don't even require pen and paper. All the calculations you can do it in your head. But it's always advisable to figure it out each and everything before coding it up. Now, I'll tell you how you used to code so far. What you will do, You will give the problem statement. Once you understand it, you will start writing down the code without even thinking about the corner test cases. So you got the error, or let's say you got the wrong answer, then you will think, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong in my code? Then you will fix something. Your fixes can cause another problem, right? So you invest lots of time in debugging the problem statement. As of now, these are the simple and easy problem statement. Trust me, at some point, difficulty level will increase. Do you agree with me so far? Okay. So even though whatever I have discussed, we'll be following this particular approach. I'll push the code in the GitHub, which you can refer. It doesn't make any sense to copy the line by line code which I have written. It's all about your thought process. Correct. So make sure you're solving the problem statement without looking into the GitHub. Uh, if you're stuck somewhere, not able to fix, it's better to ask in the Telegram group or in the WhatsApp group, whichever we'll be creating, so that your thought process are clear, right? And of course, you will have this for the future reference. Next, whatever we are discussing, we'll create the doc file. And this doc file, it will contain the multiple solutions and what was the approach towards it. Clear? And if there is any common mistake which people make, we'll mention it over there. Cool. For the various problem statements, we have editorials. So what does this editorial will help you? Let's say there is an assignment problem which has not been discussed. You're not able to understand what this problem statement is saying. It can help you to understand that. It will help you with the hints and so on. So I'll suggest that whenever there is an assignment problem statement, you have to try it by yourself, but still you can refer the editorials and make it work. As of now, I'm coding in the Eclipse. Trust me, we'll move to the hacker rank and the lead code. Sometimes I'll just write down the code in the Microsoft whiteboard. Sure, Jyoti, I'll show it to you. I hope it's clear. And I literally like the enthusiasm of Jyoti, the way she is responding. Pallavi, Pradeep, if he's having doubt, he's just putting it forward. And as I can also see from the response of Narayana, like he come up with a solution. He used to write down over the chat, whether he's correct or not, that does not matter. So if you will respond more into the class, I will also be able to remember, right, whether the particular candidate is able to understand the particular concept or not. If I'm not getting your response, I will be also remembering your name. Generally, this particular candidate used a response, but I'm not getting the response from them. So we can have the discussion. I'll suggest the more you respond over the chat, whether you're able to get it or not, it will help us to drive the session. If you're not able to understand, I got 10 positive response, I'll move it forward, right? I think I'm very clear with that. So in in a nutshell, I can say that DSA is something like mathematics. The more you practice, the more perfect you get. I hope I'm clear with this. Anything else, guys? Or any other feedback? Like you can unmute yourself and let me know.
Sir, actually, the main challenge getting is working professionals getting the time, sir, practice. I know that without practice, we cannot reach anywhere, but finding time for the practice of with this work, balance between the learning and the work is what has to be taught, sir, learned actually.
Yes, Pradeep, I totally get it. It's very challenging. So you have to make some sacrifices, right, in order to make it work.
Yeah.
See, growth is always the painful process. Let's say you wanted to do some certification. I guess let's say you want to do the AWS certification, and this is for your learning. So company won't provide a time to you. You have to learn it by yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So at the end, the point is whatever the sacrifices you will make in this 3 months will definitely pay it off. Uh, in terms of compensation, in terms of salary. So uh, I think DSA is the place. Let's say if you want to crack the IIT, you have to be very, very consistent for 2 years, right? And that too won't guarantee you the success. But if you're literally consistent for let's say 6 months, 7 months, depends on your caliber, definitely you will get a very good hike in terms of the salary compensation, which I have noticed. Many of the candidates now are getting rejected in the interview just because of DSA. It depends on company to company. If it's in let's say top product based company, problem statement would be very tough. If it's in startup, it can happen that they're asking easy problem statements. So the toughness of the problem statements is directly proportional to the compensation which you're about to receive for that.
Okay.
So Pradeep, what I'm saying is the amount of time you will invest in practicing, the more fruitful result you will get it. Anyone wants to say anything or add on anything? You can.
I wanted to add something.
Go ahead, Jyoti.
This is what usually I do.
Hmm.
Actually, uh, I do two things. One, whatever the courses I do in parallel, I also practice. Um, that is one option I do. Listen and practice. Okay, that is the one. And also, I'm a working professional, but I try to, if at all possible, whenever I'm learning the course, I try to spend some time on the weekday, if at all possible. These days, with the hybrid option, sometimes we may get time either in the morning or evening. That is the time I practice, and also on the weekend. Suppose if I'm something that is pending, I try to spend time. So just wanted to add some tips around that.
That's true, Jyoti, and this is how we should make it work. We can cut down our see the best thing I'll suggest, if you have any social media in your phone, delete it up. Definitely you will get 35 to 45 minutes. That's bare minimum. Just check your Instagram, Facebook, or even WhatsApp is not possible to cut these days. Even your YouTube usages, just check it once. It will be very, very high. Guys, do you agree with me?
True, sir. Very true. That's addictive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's true.
So if you will cut down into that particular part, definitely you can get 1 to 2 hours for the practice apart from the class. Okay.
And I want to add one thing, sir.
Go ahead, Yogesh.
That was the most time was the reason I have not joined the TCS. I got selected in 2021 in TCS
Mm-hmm.
on my BC. But that was a very basic interview only on OOPS only. So I felt the job is not for me. So I prefer my MCA or that joining in TCS in order to get the time to my study also.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I want to add. Means I want to say that I give preference to my study and time before the very basic level job. And I learned a lot of things in last year. And with all these things, I want to go enter into the field of IT.
Got it. So another perspective, But still, like, I'll suggest, do not leave your job. If you're having the job, continue with that.
I
Because
don't have right now. I don't have. I got selected in 2021 in
yeah, yeah,
TCS. I didn't join at that time.
I got your point, Yogesh.
Hmm.
And that's a very bold step.
Yeah.
Uh, Hari Krishna, what I can suggest, we will refer you definitely based on your potential, but we cannot guarantee you the job. But for sure, we'll refer you out.
I have a
I'm
question, sir.
thinking in my mind,
Mm-hmm,
actually when we start doing this more into the hacker rank,
mm-hmm,
and then as we get more comfortability, and then the tips that we learn, that helps us to encourage to practice more. At least, if I
correct.
can quickly think about here, I
Mm-hmm,
don't think I ever think n equal to n+1/2 is a sum, like for example, right? So
mm-hmm.
this is very quick thing, that
Okay,
can, those type of tips can
got
help.
it, got it. So, guys, I just wanted to show you how this works. We have our hackathon contest. So always try to be on the top of it. So these are few students who are from the previous batch and made it to the top 10. So whenever you're solving the problem statement, make sure you climb the ladder, right?
So how does this works? Basically, we go and create and
No,
pick up
no.
some kind of thing, and how it
So
works?
this is the contest which I have created. What you can do,
Oh, mhm.
you can, based on the problem statement which you have discussed, you have to solve it over here. Once you do it, you will get the score, and based on your score, you will get the ranking.
Okay, so let's say we discussed arrays today. So that is like that. For example, that's how you create the customized test for your batch.
Correct. So let's say simple array which we discussed, it's present min and max elements. This is present. Such for elements, it's a present. So I'll tell you how to solve the problem sheet on the hacker rank. We will have a separate session for that. One day we won't be solving the problem sheet on the hacker Eclipse. We'll directly solve on the hacker rank. So once we shift it to the hacker rank, you can also solve the problem statement and make it work. If you're comfortable reading the inputs, you can give it a shot from day one itself. It's fine.
This is very good.
I have a question, sir.
Go ahead,
Does
Yogesh.
hiring for fresher is slow down this year, or there will be very low hiring?
I think both means the same. There would be low hiring. I don't think so.
Yeah.
The hiring is going to stop.
Yeah, means there are very less openings. I have not seen as compared to last year. Last year was very means there are very openings in last year.
21 was an, I think from July 2021 to July 2022, that was the
Mhm.
golden period in the software industry.
Yeah, sir.
Agreed?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, I agree with that.
Just say the salary, you will get it. That was the
Uh,
phase.
yeah.
Now market is little tough.
So what is the story now? We cannot say the salary.
And for fresher, does it will be difficult?
It's difficult for everyone, man. It's difficult for
Uh,
everyone, not just fresher.
okay. For up to now means up to June, or what is the time period?
See, I think aerospace companies are opening, like are starting hiring. And I think slowly, banking domains like JP Morgan and Chase, Deutsche Bank, they will start hiring as well. So
Mm.
situation will improve, but I'm not expecting a drastic improvement in 2023.
Okay.
Which technology you work on?
So I've worked on multiple stack.
No, not you. I know you have more.
Acha.
Yogesh is looking, right? So I just wanted to say that
Actually, I'm getting calls for this
I'm searching for the position on Java.
Java still has it, but the thing is, whenever anything comes, you should see that how you can make use of the opportunity. And so we have to be very thorough. Mm, The multiple people, they can ask multiple ways, and especially most of the people now, they are asking like a hacker rank like this, or some consulting companies, they have their own test before they give forward to the client. So it is a, my suggestion is, rather than thinking market is low, You
Mhm.
think about few things, how you can be strong with the subject. The other suggestion is try to see that whether you can get any certification.
Yeah,
Definitely
I
you
do
will
have
stand out.
certification. I do have certification from basic to means I have certification of core. So I did course on core and advanced. I know basic and
No,
advanced level
don't do
technologies.
those. No. What I'm saying that is get some
Mhm.
kind of a like AWS, Oracle, Java
Correct.
certification, not from the
Okay,
training
okay,
institute. So
okay.
that's how you will stand out. Let's say if somebody in the tough market, if the people who wanted to see that how you are different from other, they value it.
Okay.
Sir, actually, I had got some one call for a
Thank you.
contract position, sir.
From
But since I was not able to perform well, my confidence level went down actually. So what to do, sir? If I get call again, should I complete this course and then get into calls, or shall
so
I?
so if it's based on DSA, I think I'll suggest that at least wait for 1.5 months if it's with respect to DSA.
What is DSA, sir? I didn't-
Data success and algorithm, which you're learning, man.
DSA, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I know.
And Pradeep, one more thing, right, Pradeep? You don't need to stop. You keep attending, and whatever you are attending, it will become as a learning. So
learning experience.
I'm telling from my experience, right? It takes time. By the time when we really know that we are ready for the interview, it takes some time because a lot of content. Even I'm changing my job. I just resigned my job yesterday, and I'm starting my new job next
But
month.
during interviews, we get offended, right? Like,
Why you have to take it as a positive? Why you have to be offended? You said you need to improve your skill and see that how you what you have to do. If you this is a fact that we have to face, right?
yeah,
And that there is so much is there technology. One thing is by attending, we know that where we have to sharpen our skills and then see that how we have to do.
Okay.
If you think in that positive way, and then if you still have time, pick up that Java certification. It's so much and lot the depth is there. That itself will build the confidence to you how to answer to the people.
Okay. I'll cut it short. If you're learning DSA right now, don't do anything. If you're getting 5 hours, give 5 hours to DSA. If you're getting 6 hours, give 6 hours to DSA. I'm not saying this because I'm teaching DSA. The point is the subjects requires that much depth.
yes,
So
sir. Actually, before joining this course, I had joined Spring Boot and Microservices, sir, by Ashok sir in the evening. So that is going on.
okay. So I'll reframe. If you're joining this course, after that, do not enroll to anything else.
Okay, okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. And Pradeep, see, the point is, Jyoti's point is valid. If there is a discussion with respect to the project, if there is a discussion with the technology which you're working on, so definitely we'll learn from the interview. But if first round, it's itself in the DSA, which you don't know much about it, you don't know how to answer the problem statement. If you don't know how to solve the problem statements, uh, I don't think so. It is gonna do much good to you.
Okay, sir.
Basically, you mean to say if that is the case, you avoid that and do the other things. And then once you comfortable with the TSA, pick up these kind of facilities.
Correct. Just try to postpone. I'm not saying that reject that opportunity.
Yeah, actually, you are right. I agree that that is a valid. I do come across these things, and that is one of the reason I wanted to get better and planning to join this course. That is true.
Okay.
Yeah, some interviews I don't know completely, but I do have sometimes some people they have their own test, not like a hacker thing, where they purely check the Java skills, and then based on that they will forward your resume to the next step. So those things also you can pick up.
Okay. Saurabh, you can get the introduction class just if you will Google it up, Ashok IT DSA Anand, and you will get it up. So you're not to worry with respect to that. Okay. So guys, I love your energy. Please show that while you're in the part of the course, and please be enthusiasm when you're solving the problem statement. Don't get demotivated if topic is tough. Yes, Manish, you wanna say something?
Yeah, hi Anand. Actually, I joined today. I need a recording for 2 days classes.
Okay, so what I'll do, I'll share the link with you in the chat itself. Okay. And sometimes I feel how they are uploading the recordings. I think they are making it private or what? People are not able to search.
No, sir. They will send you the recordings. They are on YouTube, I think.
Yeah, I get it. I just checked the second one. They have uploaded it, but they didn't notify the people. Even I was not able to search it up. Cool. So I've shared in the link for both the session which is happening. So guys, just don't think that it's in demo session. We will not solve the problem statement. We'll definitely do, and step by step we'll take it forward. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you everyone. Bye bye. Have a great day.